Hello there, this is DInfinityX. We're going to be doing another speed model for our podcast. This week we are going to be adding a potato light to Kirk's Corner. You've heard that right, it's going to be a potato light. So to start off, we're going to get rid of the default cube, and then we're going to add a UV sphere. Now, we want to scale this, but we don't want to make it big like a circle. We want to scale it on the Z by hitting Z, or S and then Z, and then we're going to scale it on the X, hitting S then X, then we're going to scale it on the Y, hitting S and Y, till we get this kind of oblong shaped sphere now. Next, we're going to go into modifiers, and we're going to add a displace modifier. And we're going to click New on the texture, and we're going to go over here, and under textures, we're going to pick clouds. Now, it's going to make it kind of look like, well, that, which is not what we want. So we want to bring this up till we get something that kind of looks good. I think we can work with that. Then we're going to go in here and completely undo everything I just did. That actually looks good. We're then going to add a subdivision surface to make it a little bit smoother, which looks good. Let's bring it up. I don't like how it creases in the middle there, but the top is better. So what we're going to do is we're going to rotate this on the X, and we're going to go 180 by typing in 180. And now it is upside down, and that looks a little better. The next thing we're going to do is go into the shader editor. We're going to click New, and we're going to hit the wrong buttons. So we want to add, first off, a color ramp. So we're going to add a color ramp there. We're going to click color ramp to base color. Then we're going to add a noise shader, texture, not shader, texture. There we go. We're going to connect that into the factor. We're also going to add a bump vector right there, and we're going to connect the factor from this into the height of this, and the normal into the normal of the texture. And it'd probably help if I went to this, so we get something that looks like that now, which looks kind of potato-y. We're going to keep black, but we're going to change the white. I said we're going to try and change the white. There we go. We're going to change it to more of a brown, make it a little bit darker. It looks closer, but that doesn't look quite right. So let's take the scale of this down just a little. We'll bring the detail up. That looks a little good, better. But we want something, we want to give it a little bit of shadow. There we go. That's looking more like a potato. Let's take the roughness down. Let's take, yeah, I don't want that being, I don't want it to, there we go. Give it a little bit of roughness. It looks good in some places, bad in others. So what if we move this up here? Looks a little better. Like I said, it's just a prop, so I'm not looking for accuracy here. So we're going to apply that. We're going to apply that. And that looks okay. So next what we're going to do is we need to go into cycles. We're going to go to this, and then we're going to take this light, and we're going to move it inside of the potato. So we want to take the item, and we're going to move it directly into the potato. So the scene is completely dark now. We're going to go back to the potato. We're going to move this. We're going to add a mix shader right there, and then we're going to add a transparent shader. And this should, yep, turn the potato into a light bulb. Now if we go back to the light, we can move this down here just a little bit. And then what we're going to do is look at the side view. We're going to go into edit mode for the potato, and we're going to chop off the top half here. Oh, it would have, there we go. Would have been helpful if I was in wireframe mode. So we're going to take that, we're going to chop off the top half, then we're going to come here, click those, and hit F to fill them. Now if we go back to this view, we've got half a potato here. All right, next, and in fact, let's do, it's not going to make too much of a difference, but if we click 3, click that, go to this, we can add a new texture and we can make it, that didn't quite look right. Let's look at it from this view. See, from right there, it looks okay. Actually, yeah, it's fine. Like I said, it's not going to be seen. I just wanted to do that for, I don't know, whatever reason. So next we're going to add a circle. Now we need to make the light fixture itself. So we're going to go into edit mode. And I've immediately messed that up. We're going to fill that, scale it up. And we want to extrude it down, scale it in, kind of make it look like a light. We're going to extrude this up. We're going to go to 2, hit Alt, click this outer ring, hit Shift Duplicate, scale, and then we're going to extrude straight up. Let's see. That looks okay for now. We're going to go back to 3, the face select. We're going to hit extrude. We're going to scale this up till it gets to the same size. We're going to hit 2, Alt, select the entire ring, bring it down, extrude up, scale, scale. All right, so that looks like a pretty good potato light. The last little detail, well, let's give this a color here first. I want to try and do maybe a gray. Gray looks good. Yeah, because it'll be illuminated with the other lights, and we can bring up the metallic a little bit. Yeah, because it's not going to be a very bright light, so that's fine. So next what we want to do is add a Tauros, and we're going to bring this up. I'm going to scale it on the Y. Nope, not scale. We want to rotate on the Y, 90 degrees. We're going to scale it on the Y, nope, Z. There we go. Scale it on the Z a little bit. We're going to, so I've already screwed up by adding this to the lampshade. I can fix that by right-clicking on this, separate by selection. So if we go out of here, go into here, we can edit, and it's all good. Now I want to add an array modifier, and as you can see, it arrayed it 1 to the side, which we don't want. Oh, 0, 0. We want it to go up on the Z, 1, nope, 0.5. And we want it to rotate. Now let's see if I can figure out how to do this on the Y. Constant offset. Nope, that's not what I want. You know what? I did that wrong. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the array. We're going to shift duplicate. Nope. What we're going to do is Control Z that. We're going to go into edit mode. We're going to hit A. We're going to shift D to duplicate. We're going to bring this up. And then we're going to rotate on the X, nope, Z, 90 degrees. And we're going to bring it right there. Okay. Now, if I do an array and I get rid of this and do 1 on the Z, actually 0.7 on the Z. Okay, and we can, there we go. And then we can add a bunch of change to that, and we are done. So we're going to group all of these together, join, nope, Control Z. We're going to apply the array first. And then we're going to join these. Okay. And we're going to delete the camera. So we are done with our potato light. And we're going to save potato light. Save blend file. Then we are going to open Kirk's corner right here, as I made my screen accidentally smaller. Didn't want to do that. This might take just a second. There it is. Open. All right, we've got the helicopter from last. All right, so this may be horribly spliced together, but let's go into this. We're going to move this down, have it hovering just above the ground. We're going to then append the potato light into the scene, and we want both the circle and the light. We're going to scale these down, and we're going to bring these, oh, as you can see, the horrible texture on there. Let's see, we're going to bring this, why is it not, Control Z, 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 join. Why is the light not following the potato? Control Z, Z, Z. I think I know why. Let's just append those two. We're going to parent to object. Let's see if that works. Nope, it's still, I don't know why it's parent. Oh, I know why it's parented. Okay. Let's click off of everything. We're going to append those two again. Let's parent them together. And it's still not, and I hit the wrong button. Scale it down. I think I'm just going to delete that light. I'll deal with it in a minute. Let's see. It'd be helpful if my mouse would work. We want to get it right over there. We're going to bring this up, and if we go to 0, yep. So let's now bring this down. We're going to add a light source, a point. We're going to bring this up. We're going to bring it over. I'm going to click out of this, and we're going to try and bring it into the potato. I bet you I'm not on cycles. Let's go to cycles. Oh, this is going to be a bit painful. But if I hit F12, let's see if this, it's not going to show up on the thing, but it's going to be rendering in the background while this works. I think this will do it for our potato light for this week. If you'd like to see it, check it out on our podcast that would have gone up on Monday. This is coming out on Tuesday. Don't forget that we are live every Saturday at about 9 p.m. Mountain Time on Twitch. But until next time, have a good day.